Walk-on Indians travel to the Decorah Vikings this week. Walk-on coach Chad Beermann reviewing week one, previewing week number two. And coach, you told us last week that Waverly Shellrock was going to be quite the opponent for you. And apparently they went out and proved that on Saturday afternoon, fair to say.
Yeah, they have some really good talent, and a lot of them are juniors. They're going to be loaded. They're good this year. They'll be really loaded next year. They're going to be a handful for teams on their schedule, I think, and we're short on experience, and we got a whole lot of that on Saturday.
And of course, the game was postponed on Friday night and moved to Saturday afternoon. How do you keep your kids focused in a situation like that? The mentality is to build up to Friday and get them ready for Friday night. How big of a challenge is it to kind of reset everything and play 22 hours after you were supposed to?
Well, it was kind of a weird week for us anyway with preparation. We had, we had storms and lightning one night, Tuesday night for offense. We couldn't get out until 5 o'clock basically because of the weather. And then Thursday, we ended up having to do a walkthrough in the wrestling room because that was the only place open for us to go to get ready for Friday night. So the whole week was just kind of reset and then reload and get ready to go. And so it wasn't a huge deal for us to have to, come back on Saturday. I think it was just, it was really hot that day. Field held up really well. I was surprised. We had some of the coaches were out using leaf blowers to try to get it cleared off a little bit better. And it actually held up pretty well for as much rain as we had sitting on it.
And I know the windshield's bigger than the rear view mirror and your focus is now on week number two, but what are the lessons? What do you need to take away from that week one performance as you look to build things better here in week number two?
Well, we talked about things we couldn't do if we wanted to have a chance to win. And one of them was turnovers. And we, basically our first offensive play of the game was a fumble inside our own 20. And so the game emphasized the things that we'd already been telling them. So those lessons were there for them. If the kids will learn them, we can use that to grow and get better.
And it's one thing getting beat by a team. It's another thing, I'd imagine, when you help them out the way you did on Saturday, fair to say.
Yeah, we dug a pretty deep hole right away. We couldn't get out. The wind was coming straight out of the south, and we couldn't get out of the north end on any, I don't know if we crossed the 30 in any of our possessions in the first quarter. We did open it up. We were able to get points on the board in the second quarter. And actually, I thought we played pretty well towards the end of the second quarter. And then third quarter, they were able to kind of get back in control. I think the wind part of that too. But so you can see some of our kids improved as the game went along. Some struggled. And so this week will be about, boosting the kids that did learn and trying to provide lessons to those that maybe didn't pick stuff up as well on Saturday.
And you said coming into this game, you were short on experience. And sometimes is it one of those cases where you just need that on the job training to grow a little bit like you did on Saturday?
Our scout team couldn't replicate what we were going to really see with Waverly as far as the talent and speed. They really got some fast kids that can cover a lot of ground in a hurry, in addition to being pretty good up front. So they just gave us fits all day.
And this week, you head over to Decorah, continue that Decorah walk-on rivalry. What are you expecting out of the Vikings on Friday night?
They had a good opener, with Crestwood. Obviously, we exchanged film, so we've seen it, and they played well. Good defense, and in dealing with some sloppy conditions too, in the stopping and starting of that game. So we know Decorah is always well coached. Their kids know where to be, and they play good defense, which, if you're not in the right places, you can't play good defense. And their offense, it's been interesting to see how they've continued to sort of spread things out and diversify what they're doing attack wise. And they're always going to be good special teams, because if you can run and tackle, you can play good special teams.
All right, coach, keep your kids healthy. It'd be a good ball game Friday night. We wish you best of luck.
Thanks.
Walk on travels to Decorah Friday night.